Hey, it's live now. I'm sorry about that, guys. So I was just talking to myself for a while, apparently. Let me just type in the chat, tell you guys to refresh now. It's live. There it goes. Okay, so I guess what happened is I was live streaming through this other thing. Make a long story short, it didn't connect to this because I set this event up wrong. So but now I know. YouTube changed a lot of their live streaming stuff, and I was playing with it yesterday, but this is even still different yet. So thank you, YouTube, for switching this stuff around. But it's cool because I got it now. I understand what's going on, and we are here. So this is going to be fun. So what I want to do with you guys today is I just want to talk with you guys a little bit about Video Labs, what it is, what it means for you guys. I want to answer all your questions about it, and we're gonna have a lot of fun doing it. And even the questions that aren't really related, you know, we got some time at the end. I'll just hang out and we'll just help each other and work together on this stuff too. So that'll be fun. But what I really want to do is help you guys. All right, cool. You're saying in the chat it's working. Yeah. All right, good. Hey, Tune Voice, you see me now? Yay. Yeah, I was live. I set this up as a hangout on air, not a live streaming event. That's basically what happened. And I forgot that I set it up as a hangout on air. I wanted to do it as a live streaming thing, but that's the way I thought. I remembered in my mind that I did it because I set it up, you know, like a week or two ago. And so when I came to do that, I just defaulted into live stream mode. And I was like, oh, that's why it's not streaming, because I set this up as a hangout on air. And the difference is, though, if you guys ever do this in the future, the little difference is that when you set it up, there's two little options or little radio buttons underneath the save button on the info page. There's one that says like advanced encoding options, and then there's one that says basic hangout on air. And I hit the basic hangout on air. I forgot to switch to that second one, that did the custom one. So that's the difference. If you guys ever do these live streaming events, make sure you remember which one you set up. If you do the live streaming one, you need a whole different system to do it. And I had all this stuff lined up for you guys. It was going to be cool, but I can't do any of that through Hangouts on Air. So I'm sorry. But what I can do through Hangouts on Air is invite you guys to come in with your webcams and audio and hang out with me. So that'll be cool. Maybe we'll do that. But let's what I want you guys to do is, for those of you guys who already know what Video Labs is or are, Video Labs are, I want you, if you have questions about it, like that's basically what I'm here is. I want to help you guys really think through, is this right for you? Like, is this good for your channel or not? And help you make that decision. Because guys, like I really get excited about like helping creators who are going to take this and use it, take their channels to the next level and just really achieve all their big YouTube goals and everything that they have, that they're working on, that they're excited about. And that's what gets me excited. And so I personally don't really want people in here who are just going to be kind of like, you know, ho-hum about it, because I'm not. And this is going to be a lot of fun. So let me do a couple things here. If you guys have questions, a couple things you can do. One is you can comment below this video. If you're watching this here on YouTube and you're in the live chat, definitely comment there. I see Tough Customer says good. Game Sentinel says hola, hello. I'm glad you guys found all my tips helpful about live streaming. I need all the help I can get, says Emin Pensier. Chris Lenhart says, I always blame the tool because I'm just perfect. No, that was definitely my mistake. I thought I forgot the way I set it up. So now I remembered. It's good now. So let's do this, guys. I want to tell you a little bit about my story, give you a little bit of background on where Video Labs came from and what it's all about. And then I'll kind of go right into explaining what Video Labs is, what it's about, and what it means for you guys as creators. And I'll do my best to answer as many of your questions along the way as I can. So I started on YouTube I uploaded my first video on March 2nd, 2006. That was a long time ago. YouTube started in 2005, September 2005. So it was only a few months later I uploaded my first video. And at the time I had a blog that I was writing, and this was pre-Facebook days, so I was using my blog mostly as a way just to kind of post status updates for family and friends. I was in Texas, my family's in other parts of the country, so it was a way I kept in touch with them just to kind of keep them up to date with what's going on in my life. Well, I uploaded my first video and I was like, this is cool. And my wife, or actually my girlfriend at the time, we started making more videos together. Now it's known as vlogging, but back then it was just like videos. And so we would make videos. We'd go on dates, go to the park, go out to eat, just hanging out, stuff like that together. And we just kind of kept going. Before long, we got engaged. That's on YouTube. Our wedding, to our honeymoon, to our first big job, and to moving across the country, to having kids, and everything, all the way up today. Like, we've just been putting those family stories on there. And it's always been kind of like a side thing, like nothing really like focused on. It's just like, oh, this is fun. This is whatever. Just do this. I got invited. It was one of the very first people to be invited to the YouTube Partner Program, which was back before it was open. Like, you had to be invited, and they only gave it to certain people. So that was like what the verification check is today. That's what that was back then, because you got all these different stuff on your channel and things like that. But and so it was always like a side thing. But my blog kind of kept growing, and I started learning a lot through my blog about audience growth and audience development and managing an online community, because like this was like totally new back then. And it still is pretty new today, but back then, like, this was a brand new thing. So my blog started growing in the youth and family work niche. I was a youth worker at the time. And make a long story short for you guys, my blog within a few years, by around 2009, it was a part-time income. In 2010, I went full-time on my blog, and I was full-time through the audience, the community I developed there on my website for a few years. And I was like I was doing really well. I had done several book deals. I was consulting with a lot of big organizations. I was speaking on national stages around the country at all the big conventions in the youth and family workspace. And I was doing quite well, but we were still doing these videos on the side. And I started seeing this, something happen, which was like, the blog thing was fine and everything, and it was paying the bills, but on YouTube, like, the stories about our family and the stories that we were telling there, and just based on what I saw from other creators, like, there was something more powerful happening there. There was like life change happening there. These stories were impacting and influencing people. And it wasn't just me. It was like a lot of creators were doing this. And I was like, what is going on here? And make a long story short for you guys, in 2012, I decided I want to go full-time on YouTube. And YouTube is still just like a side thing for us, but I decided I'm going to, like, whatever is happening here, like, this is what I want to see to happen on YouTube. So I took a job in Cincinnati, which is where I live now, at an animation studio, to help them with their web series on YouTube. And I just had a quick off switch to my blog, my full-time income, everything. Boom. I just kind of flipped it off over the course of like a month or two, and I was like done, you know? And so I did the full-time thing for 1 year with this company. And then after that, that web series was over, and I said, you know what? I'm going to make YouTube my full-time job. I want to make this my full-time income, my full-time career. I love the stories that are being spread here, and I really love working with creators like you guys, as I did with this animation studio. I was doing a lot of stuff with RealSEO.com at that time as well, and doing a lot of this kind of stuff through them. And I was like, I really love this. Like, I love helping creators spread a message that really influences just and change lives. How can I do more of that and make it like, so it's still sustainable for my family? So so I started Video Creators, this channel, and I started it. I think I created it. It was January 2nd, 2013. I actually launched it about 2 months later, at the end of February. And within 1 year, I had 10,000 subscribers. And within 2 years, what was I at? I was like 7, I don't remember. It was like a lot more. And now here we are, about 2.5 years later, about to pass 100,000 subscribers just on this channel. That's not including a lot of other channels and secret channels that I haven't even told anybody about. I have several active channels. Some of them are secret, just because all we do is make videos just to make money off of AdSense, and that's all that channel's for. I don't really want anyone to see it. And then there's and then we have other stuff, but the short story is basically that I learned a lot through my blog about audience development and community growth, and how to manage an online community, how to build exposure, how to network, and do all that through my blog. I carried it over to YouTube, and I was like, oh, looks like YouTube is basically, you know, people are people, both places, right? The same principles apply, the same principles work. And it's really exciting, the stories that we started hearing coming off our family's vlogging channel. Like, you know, there's people emailing us saying, Tim, like, I really love that video of you and your wife talking about how you're learning to love each other better. I just got married 2 months ago. My husband and I were already struggling in our marriage, but I showed my husband your video. We watched it together. We talked about it, and now we have hope again for our marriage. Just wanted to say thank you. I was like, oh, what? That's awesome, you know? And then this other girl came up to us, just randomly spotted us. We never met her before. She's like, hey, you don't know me, but I watch your videos on YouTube. And she said, she's like maybe 20, 21 years old, college girl. And she said, I really love watching your family. And I've noticed that since I've started watching you guys, that I've really raised my standard for the types of guys that I'm going to date and one day marry. And she's like, I just want to say thank you. I was like, I don't know where your standard was before, but like up is usually a good direction, right? So, and then more stories of people who are like, man, I thought like, like this woman, she's like, I've grown my whole life. I've never felt respected or treated well. And I kind of grew up thinking that women were just kind of like property basically. But after watching your videos, like you inspire me, you give me a vision for like, no, I am worth more than that. And I do have value. And thank you for that message and everything. You know, so I got really excited about those stories. And I said, I want to help other people have stories like that too. I want to help them be able to grow full-time YouTube audiences that support their business, that support just from AdSense revenue. I just want to help creators do that. And so, but my thinking was like, well, that niche is really small, right? Like if I was going to do gaming, if I was going to do toys, and we do have channels in those niches, but if I was going to do those, like that'd be one thing. But like the YouTube creator community is so small. So for me to go to like 10,000 subscribers in 1 year is actually like, it was like really impressive in a relatively small niche, and to make it my full-time income in 6 months. 6 months, I think I was at 2,000, 3,000 subscribers at that time, and it was my full-time job. And so some of you guys, I know you're in that boat, you're in that position, and you want to learn how to get there. You want to learn how to do that. And I want to help teach you guys, but I can't really do it through like a simple, like little YouTube video, like here, let me give you a 3-minute tip video on how to go full-time in 6 months with 3,000 subscribers, right? Like I can't, it takes time. It takes a lot of tailoring that type of conversation towards your specific channel and your audience and your goals and things like that. Working with other, like in this me time, guys, I started doing a lot of really crazy fun stuff. We started winning YouTube contests. Like my wife won a contest actually in her channel. We won an all expenses trip paid down to Universal Studios in Hollywood on set with Jillian Michaels, shooting videos with her. I started working with like a lot of America's top brands, like Fortune 100 brands that I know all of you would recognize if I named them. Start working with doing a lot of really fun, crazy stuff, and just hearing those stories, whether it was like a big brand or it was a small business owner or it was just a hobby creator, just the stories, I'm like, this is what I want to be a part of. So video creators launched out of that, and you guys know like my whole mission here is to help you guys spread messages that change lives, and that's really what it's about. So the Video Labs came out of a lot of stuff. People saying, yes, Tim, we want to learn how do we make more money with our channels on YouTube. If it's a small niche like mine is, how do we create a business model around that so we can support our lives and our family full time, even if we only have 3,000 subscribers? Or what if like I have this business and I need to get more word of mouth to it. I need to get more a community around it. And I think YouTube's perfect opportunity for me to really grow this business. How do I do that? And there's a lot of those questions. I started thinking like, I can't just make one video about this. Now I could like get people into like a 1-hour consultation, which ranges up to like $479 an hour. A lot of people couldn't afford that. And so what I did is I created Video Labs it's become like the best, most awesome, amazing thing that I just love it, because it allows me to work with creators to help them achieve their goals in a really intimate way for less than $100 a week. Now, remember, I was talking like almost $500 an hour is what I normally charge when I work with brands and to do this type of thing. But I created this because it has 20 people in it, and because it's over a period of time and stuff, that I was like, okay, I can do this for $100 a week. This is going to be awesome. I can serve these guys very well. And I feel really good about this, guys. So basically what it is, and I see all your questions, they're popping out. They're coming here. Yes, I am standing, Captain T33MO. I have a standing desk. A video about that too on this channel. Just search for standing desk. I'm sure you'll find it. But So yeah, we talk about Patreon if you want. It's a great way to make full-time. Recommend investing in good companies at a low price, expand your income. Yes, there's a lot of good ways you can do this. I have friends here on YouTube, and I think most of you guys have heard this before, and some of the other videos I've done though, that are making after 1 year of doing some of this stuff, they were making 6 figures a year. And next year they're set to make 7 figures. I have other friends who did even faster than that. I have some friends that are good. They're in the long tail. Like they have a community, a type of niche that they're in. It's going to take a while to build momentum, but they're going to get there, you know? So, and everyone in between. So this is possible. And so what this is like, I get to partner with you guys personally with your channel for 10 weeks and really help you understand what are the walls that you're bumping into. And I want to help you break down those walls. I helped you figure out, okay, like this is what you're doing wrong. If you just switch this one thing and start doing that consistently, like that would make a huge difference for you, you know. Or you got to start thinking about, it's not just me, it's a creator, it's a community of other creators, 20 other creators that surround you, and together we all get to work through this stuff together. So you get a couple things through this. One is you get direct access to me for 10 weeks. That happens in 2 ways. One, we have a private Facebook group that only people in the course are a part of, so it'll be me and 20 other creators and you in there. And we're just going to really get to know each other very intimately, each other's channels, our goals, our roadblocks, our, you know, our communities, and it's going to be a lot of interaction there. So you get direct access to me through that Facebook group. Whenever you have a question, whatever, you post it there, and I commit to responding to every single thing that's posted in there. But we also get to do a live small group, a live video hangout every single month, or every single week. I'm sorry. Every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern time, we hop into a live video call, and we're going to discuss the training videos that you watch during the week. That's a part of my website, part of the course. You watch these in-depth training courses. Each video ranges from, I think the shortest is 26 minutes, and the longest one is 62 minutes. So around half hour to an hour long. You watch them, we come in together, we discuss them. You have homework assignments that we're going to review together. And one of the big things about this, guys, is holding you accountable to actually meet the goals that you want to meet. Because a lot of things that I found, a lot of creators, like the issues, a lot of the stuff they bump into is that they read my book, right? Or they go through my 0 to 10,000 subscribers in 12 months course, or they watch all my YouTube videos, and they still aren't seeing the results they want. And often it's because they're not actually implementing the things that they're learning, or they're doing it halfway, or they're doing it like, well, I think I want to do it this way. I'm like, no, you can't do it that way. It's not going to work because of blah, 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 you know? So it's accountability, it's guidance, it's help from me and 20 other creators to really help you craft that channel and to meet your goals, and holding you accountable to do it, just to try some of these things for 10 weeks. So it's direct access to me and a private Facebook group, and to our weekly live calls where we get together, we hang out, we talk about our channels, we review our homework assignments. The homework assignments, guys, I should tell you up front, do require a bit of work. Like, this is a pretty intense course. This isn't, I would not recommend this for you if you only want to hop in and do like an hour a week. This is going to be, sometimes, like in the beginning, it might be an hour or 2 a week, but by the time we get to the end, like some of these assignments might be taking you, to get through all of it, might be taking you, I think in the last course we went through, some of them said it took them sometimes 6 hours, sometimes 8 hours to get through all the work that they need to do that week for the Video Labs course. So this is intensive. It will require a lot of work. And that's why I want to make sure that the people who are in it are the ones who are committing to doing that, so they get the results that they want. And it's going to be awesome. So you get that. One of the most valuable things, or 2 valuable things that people have gone through before say that they get out of this. One is just do it, Tim. Just do it. Yeah. Make your dreams come true. I see your comments. You guys are awesome. And so this is the thing, like, I want to do it, but there's a ton of fitness, not so much maintenance. Any quick tips? Like, some of the stuff, there are no just quick tips. You know, like, I love doing that and helping you guys in like short little videos here on YouTube. But some of this stuff, it just takes time. Like, it takes ongoing effort, and it takes guidance in the right direction over the course of some time. Not just, hey, let me give you a quick tip and you can become the master at YouTube, right? Like, some of these things just take time and they take guidance. So But two of the most valuable things that people say they got out of this that no one really expected, including myself, to be honest, is that one, the community was just really awesome. Some of these people are now friends. We've met up together in real life as a result of this course. Collaborations just started naturally happening among these people. Some of them even meet outside of our course in extra video hangouts just together to work through some of these things in more detail together. And the relationships were formed by far, in my opinion, one of the most valuable things that happen in these courses. And I know it's kind of like, yeah, that's nice. But when you get into it, you experience it, you'll be like, yes, he was right. I didn't understand it before. Now I do. But the other thing is you get a written channel review. Now, let me just tell you guys right up front. When I do a written channel review for like a major brand or something like that of these audits, they're about 70 pages long. And I charge them, they started around $10,000. And I don't do a lot of them. But when I do them, people are just, the brands are always like, wow, this was so helpful and so valuable. And it's really long, in depth. Now, I don't do 70 pages for every person in the Video Labs course, but us as a community, as a group, myself included, and all your lab mates, we all work together to create a written channel evaluation about your channel, pointing out, here's what's good, here's what's wrong, here's what needs to be fixed. And you just get tons of written advice so that you have this. It usually ends up being around 11 pages, 12 pages or so. Don't quote me on that. I have to go back and look. But it's a decent document that you get all about your channel and really helping you know how to fix and what to work on. And you're doing this great. And it's got graphs and charts and everything in it. So it's really awesome. A lot of people said if I could just get one of those on a recurring basis, like that would just be amazing. So, so that's a part of it also. There's over 60 supporting videos. You watch the main video and you're like, that's cool, I have a question. And then you'll find a total of 60 other videos that just answer a little question. They're like 1 or 2 minute videos usually that like, okay, here's the main content, but here's a question you might have. And if you don't have that question, you don't watch the video, So that's a part of it. You're also going to get access, and I see your questions popping through here. Some of you guys are tweeting me also. So let's get to them. So I'm going to start getting your questions here in just like a minute. So if you have questions, now's time to start posting them. But the other thing is you get is some of you guys join the course and you can be like, Tim, here's where we're at, where our goals are our channel. I start learning. I say, okay, I start learning about your channel and say, all right, what you guys need isn't actually a part of this course, or it doesn't go into the depth that you actually need. And so I will schedule several bonus sessions for you guys. I'll go out and say, here's an expert. Like, let's say like what happened last time, we had some people say, I need to learn about paid promotion on YouTube. How do I grow exposure through paid promotion and doing it well so I get the best bang for my buck when I'm going to pay to promote my stuff? So I brought in an expert. He came in, did a bonus session with us. This guy manages $1.5 million every single month in YouTube ad spends for very many different clients. And he came in and did a whole session live in a live video just for us. You get to interact, you get to talk, you get to ask questions. You say, here's my channel. What would you say about that? You get to do that. And so I'll do several of those sessions for you guys. If that's something you want to learn about. Maybe some of you guys like, I need to make videos go viral. How do I do that? That's not currently a part of the course right now. So I would say, all right, I actually do. I know several people whose companies revolve around making videos go viral. I'll ask one of them, hey, could you come in and you'll get access to them and they'll teach you like, here's the common elements of videos that go viral. Here's how you build in the videos. Here's the promotion you need to do and give you like step-by-step guidance for all that. So it is really, guys, like for $100 a week, less than $100 a week, I am really proud of this. And I'm really excited that I get to serve you guys like this and offer it to you guys at such a low discounted price. I really am. I don't just say that, hopefully you guys know me well enough that I'm not like just trying to pull your leg or rip you off. This is amazing. And I would totally feel comfortable selling it for 3 times more than this. I would say it's probably its value in what I've seen is probably like $2,000, $3,000. I know people who do courses that are far less intimate and valuable than this for 3 times the price. But because I know you guys, a lot of you are creators, you're hobby creators, you have a vision, you have a dream, you have a goal of what you want your channel to become. I want to make it as accessible to you as possible while still making sense for my family and my business and my time and really seeing you guys really achieve this. The other thing is a lot of people about the price is that when I found that when it's $1,000, it's $997, people actually become invested into it. They commit to it. They're like, I spent this money on it. We're going to make sure we get this. And that's Like that's the type of drive. Like, so a lot of times that money is more to like drive you and to say, I'm going to make this work. I'm going to make this happen. And that's what happens. Like when you charge $997 for something, I might increase it in the next one. I think I probably will actually, because I think the value is so great. But I think for you guys, like that's like your kicker in the butt. Be like, all right, I'm going to commit to this for 10 weeks. We're going to make this happen. I got the expertise I need. I got the community, the people surrounding me that I need. I got the access to all this training content I need, and I'm going to do this. You know, that's the type of people I want in this course. We're going to make it work. So, Brendan Pye, Tim, I believe in you. And as a YouTuber, just do it. That's awesome. So, what questions do you guys have? JP DePestro, I say after this video lab, when is the next one? I really want to participate, but I can't right now. It's a bit out of my budget. Totally understand. So the next one won't be until next year. I don't know what time. This is the last one I'm doing in 2015. I'll probably do one in 2016, but I don't know when. I got twins being born around Christmas time or moving to a bigger place. So I'm going to have 6 kids. It's just 6 and under. It's going to be really crazy. So maybe sometime in the spring after things settle down, maybe next summer. I'm not really sure, but something around that time is when we're going to do it. And for those of you guys who decide your budget, it's okay. Like my feelings aren't hurt. This channel will always be free to you, giving you 3 free videos every week here on this YouTube channel. And my other training stuff will always be affordable over at videocreators.com/shop. So you can get those there. So let's see here. What else do we got here? I'm my own moderator here. Stop spamming, Tim, please. Am I spamming or other people are spamming? Oh, Brendan Pye is spamming is what it looks like. Let's see. $997 is a great price. I would sign up in a heartbeat, but unfortunately I have to travel too much and do not have internet in some of the areas of visit. No problem. Traveling is awesome. I'm glad you get to do that. Let's see here. Hello, my friend Tim. I gave you about 1 week ago an email and I asked, how can I grow up my YouTube channel? Can you help me please? Respond. Please talk slowly to understand you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I do tend to talk pretty quickly. Hopefully on video that works, but I know in real life it'd be like, whoa, slow down. Like you just look like you came through a wind tunnel, you know? Yes, I can help you. If you can't be a part of the Video Labs course, I would say watch the videos on this channel. I would also say check out my book, 30 Days to a Better YouTube Channel. That's like a step-by-step proven process. That's what I run. Like a lot of people run through that and they see tremendous results just after that. And also, if you haven't already, YouTube has a free resource called the YouTube Creator Playbook, and they also have the YouTube Creator Academy. Both of those are completely free. You can go through those and you'll get a really good solid foundation set for your channel. Driver Films, how much have I missed? Not too much, I don't think. We're just kind of hanging out and talking. How many of us are there? Area? Oh yeah, I think you already signed up, Area. Let's see. So far, because I just opened this today, and as soon as the 20 spots are sold, then it's gone. It's filled up. Let's see here. Oh, I don't even know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There's 5 spots open. So for any of you guys who want those 5 spots left, that's where we're at. I got 15 people signed up today. So it's going quickly, as I expected it would. And a lot of these people are already in our private Facebook group. I can see I have to accept some more here, but a lot of people are already in there and they're getting ready to go. They're already meeting each other, interacting and sharing about each other's channels together. And I can't wait to hop into this group on Facebook and start working with them also. Let's see. Is it a good idea to post your videos on forums and Facebook? It can be, you know, if that's part of your strategy. I wouldn't just spam them there, but I would post them there if you built a relationship with the community there and you do it in a way that adheres to the community guidelines, in a way that offers value to them. If you're just trying to extract value, that's the problem. As soon as you start trying to just extract value from your community or from the place where you're posting these, like at that point, like you're just doing a disservice to both you, your content, and your brand. Next time someone sees that, they're going to like turn it off and immediately ignore it because they remember, oh, that's guy's spamming. But if you can do it in a way that offers value and contributes to the conversation of that forum or that community, then yes, by all means, do this. Let's see. How long is this? Video Lab. If you're talking about Video Labs, It's 10 weeks long, but let me tell you guys a little secret. If you actually count the schedule weeks, it's actually 11, but I call it 10. But there's a little bonus week in there. It's like a little party at the end, and the intro week is a little bit like getting people up to speed and stuff too. So, but there's actually 11 weeks plus a couple bonus sessions that we'll do together as well with guest experts in different fields and industries that you guys in this lab determine we want to talk about this and that, you know, and I'll be like, great, I'll go get them. I'll bring them in. What is the group link? So the Facebook group link you get, it's a private group, and you get the link to that after you pay. You'll get an automatic email that will have all the information of how to join the video sessions we do every week. You'll get a couple first steps you need to take as far as introducing yourself to the group, and you also get a link to that private Facebook group in that email as soon as you sign up. So that's how that works. What happens with meetings when we are all in different countries and continents? So it's always at 4. The live sessions are always at 4 p.m. Eastern time, and on Tuesday. So if you can't make it, I do it at that time because it's not too late for Europe that they can join. It's not too early for West Coast in the U.S. that they can't join. It is really early in the morning for Australia. It basically kind of eliminates, you know, India, China, type of area. But what happens if you can't make it? Like, I record all those sessions, and they'll be posted within a few days of the live session actually happening, and then you can go back and watch them, catch up on what you missed and things at that point if you happen to not be able to make it to a meeting, and that's totally understandable. That's fine. Let's see here. The private session we did a few months ago is very valuable. The channel has grown since then. When do you think it's time for another one? Oh, binge watchers. Good to see you, man. Yeah, we did oh yeah, you are growing. Awesome. I remember we did a consultation, a one-on-one private consultation. I would say that's up to you. Like, I can't tell you if you feel like you're still getting a lot of value out of that conversation we had before, and you're still kind of coasting off that and still implementing all those things we talked about, then I would say you're still probably good to go. I would maybe about the time you feel like, all right, I've done all that, I've kind of exhausted all that everything from that session, it's time to get a new one. It'd be great to sit down, evaluate your channel together. Where have you come since our last conversation? What are the roadblocks you're hitting now? And, you know, and now let's talk about those and taking the next step. So whenever you feel like you get there, that'd probably be about the time. Maybe up to you, of course, but maybe that would be that'd be great for you. I have this. Whoops, I passed it. Let's see. I have this serious question. I really want to know how to stay in good standing and not get suspended from AdSense. Don't use any copyrighted music or any copyrighted material. Make it all original and your own, and that should keep you completely in the clear. Okay. Do you cover how to approach other channels successfully, or do you only cover technical aspects of the course? That's a really good question. I'm not going to tell you why, but yes, we cover that in super depth. Like, as far as how to do collaborations, reach out to influencers. How do you do that in a way that offers value to them? And how do you get those influencers to care about you and your content quickly? And then once they promote you, how do you get their audience to care about you quickly? And because the goal is, like, if you appear on their channel and their content or to their community, whether it's an email list, a podcast, or whatever, how do you get that community to quickly want to subscribe and join your community without them even visiting your channel to see your content first? Like, how does that happen? And that actually is one of the longer homework assignment weeks. That week will probably take you like 5 hours-ish to get through, maybe 4, but probably a little bit more when we go in depth about that. So yes, we do talk about that. Do you think it is essential to speak English? Whoops, I lost it. Where'd it go? English on your channel? I'm asking since I'm trying to grow this channel by speaking Spanish, but finding it is extremely hard. Spanish people are on YouTube. Portuguese people, actually, Brazil is the fastest growing place on YouTube, fastest growing country on YouTube right now. So yes, there's the English, Spanish, Italian, Japanese, Chinese, like, doesn't really matter. All those people are there. And if the issue you're bumping into probably isn't related to your language, it's probably related to something else. What's going on? Hello, Tim from India. Hello, good to see you. Oh, you've been a long time subscriber. Yeah, good to see you, man. All is Magic One. You've been around for a long time. Do you think telling people about your channel online is ethical? If you're spamming them, that's just worthless and it's terrible and backfires. If you're doing it in a way that offers value, then yes. Are you taking on gaming channels? Yes, we are. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, I tailor the video lab based on the group that's there. So the pre-recorded content that you'll watch, that's not going to change. Obviously, that's kind of like the foundation. But then when we get into the live sessions, that's where we're going to start customizing this, answering your questions, helping you apply it to your channel specifically, and a lot of that kind of stuff. So gaming channels, doesn't matter the niche. Some people join without even having a channel yet. The last one, there was 2 people didn't even have a channel, and they said, I just want to make sure when I start it, I do it well, and they joined. So I would recommend that you have a channel. I think you'll get a little bit more value out of it, but both of those people were blown away. They said this is far more valuable than I expected it to be. So what I would encourage you guys to do also is don't just take my word for this. If you want to go click on the interactive card or in the description below this video here on YouTube, and you can go over to that page, and there's several video testimonials, about half of the last group, I think, maybe a little bit more than half. I don't remember, but they submitted on their own free will. I didn't pay them for it or anything. They just submitted me videos like, Tim, this is so valuable. I want other people to know about this. And so on their own time, they took their own energy and effort to just donate videos to me talking about their experience in Video Lab. So if you want to go see that, go check it over at the link that you'll see here, and you can read about other people's experiences in the Video Lab if you want to see that. Okay, where was it? Sorry, question. I've been planning to start reviews of movies, wondering about using movie trailer footage of my own as some content, or just me talking. It can be. You just gotta be really careful about copyright, and trailers are copyrighted. So I would be careful about that. And there's that's actually a bigger conversation than you think it is, but I would definitely know what I'm going to do about that before I get started. So if you want to talk about that more, we can in the Video Lab or something, but I'd be careful. Let's see. Any tips for getting subs if you have a small audience? Yeah, subscribe to Video Creators. That's not helpful. Actually, hopefully it is, but I know as far as advice, I would start by thinking of 2 things. And this is actually what we start every Video Labs working through is, who's your target audience and why should they care? You know, what's your what value are you delivering to them? And because you have to get people to care about you and your content, and for some reason or another, and if you can't do that, no one's going to watch your videos. And they find one, but they'll just bounce. Like, they're not going to stick unless you can tap into something that's of interest to them, that's a belief of theirs, something that they can identify with, that solves a problem in their life. There's a lot of different ways. Maybe it's just a relational value. Like, bloggers have really high relational values. Like, it's a perceived relationship. That's why someone watches. So there's a lot of things. Rusty Notes TV says, hi, Tim from Sweden. Hello. How to go about collabing. I actually have a whole course on that on my website. It's called Accelerate Your Channel Growth. If you can get that, that's more about all that. If you're interested, you can go check that out, videocreators.com. It's all about how to do collabs. How many hours do you actually work, Tim? So when I started Video Creators, I worked a lot. Now I tend to work about part-time hours on Video Creators. But that's just since my wife got pregnant again. We're pregnant with twins right now. They're due around Christmas time. And at that time, we'll have 6 kids, ages 6 and under, which is really crazy. How that happened, why that happened, is a whole nother story. But I'm excited. But my wife is resting and has to sleep and rest a lot. Because she got 2 freaking babies in her, right? So I've been taking over a lot of the stuff with our family, and I'm really glad I have the freedom, like living off of, YouTube and you guys in the audience and the support that I get that enables me to be able to serve my family first and take care of my wife, let her rest while I'm doing meals and I'm changing diapers on the other ones, and I'm going out running errands, a lot of that stuff. So right now I'm working out part-time, but usually that's just because of the pregnancy, because that's what our family requires of me right now. And I'm glad I have the freedom and flexibility to do that. So thank you guys for helping me be a part of that. My wife really appreciates it, and so do I. Let's see here. I saw one I was going to do and I went past. Tim, who made your intro video? I'm looking for someone to make an animated intro for my channel. I made my own Snuff for Luff for Gus. Funny name, I like that. I just went to videohive.net, downloaded a template from After Effects, and I just modified it to make it work for me. So Tony W, is he answering questions here or on Video Labs? Right now I'm answering questions here, but we will be going more in depth about doing Q&A about your channel and stuff inside the Video Lab. But right now I'm just answering questions about the Video Lab for people who are kind of on the fence. And make sure it hasn't sold out yet because we are pretty close. And oh yeah, we got 3 more spots left. All right, 3 more spots. I'm not going to hang out till they're all sold, but just so you guys know, if you're thinking about it, I'd jump on pretty quickly. Let's see here. Where is the how does Google Plus and YouTube split? Whoops. This chat is not very awesome. It keeps jumping around on me. Sorry. I know it's focused. I know it's channel focused, but I can use Video Labs for my other channels. How long will the access to the training materials? PS, I've already joined the labs. Oh, cool. Good to have you, Joseph. Awesome. Yeah. So what you're going to learn in there, you're going to be able to apply to all your channels. But if you have specific questions, you have multiple channels, by all means, ask about each one. Now, you only get 1 channel review. So pick the main channel that you want to focus on during the lab. But if you have a question that's related to one of your other channels or something like that, yeah, I'll be happy to help you out with all those within reason, right? If you come with like 600 channels, I'll be like, why don't you just pick one? We'll work on that. But as far as how long you get access to the training materials, the video content itself is accessible for 1 year. So you go through the 10 weeks, but for 1 year, you have the ability to go back and rewatch some of those videos if you want, and go back and check the assignments, the homework assignments you did, things like that. The Facebook group itself shuts down at the end of the 10 weeks, and access to me shuts down at the end of the 10 weeks. But as far as the recorded training sessions, you get those for a year. Let's see. Is a channel with random but quality videos bad? Probably, yes. Because you still got to tap into why should people care. And if it's a random value that you're offering, it's really hard to people to connect and on an ongoing basis to your videos. Let's see here. Hi, Tim. I'm YouTube certified, and I think I have a good understanding of the basics and very close to registering, but want to know what would be the main values for myself. I don't know. You got to tell me, what value are you looking to get? And then we, in the group, myself and the rest of us, we try to make this work to give whatever value that you need. So if you're already YouTube certified, which is awesome, it's cool. I would say, based on my experience with it, actually, I need to get recertified now. I need to go through it again. But it's still pretty... like on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being like YouTube Creator Playbook and the YouTube Creator Academy, and 10 being like Video Labs, I would put the YouTube certification course. Honestly, I don't mean to offend anybody. It's a value, but I'd probably put that at closer to a 3 or a 4. And the reason for that is, even though like it teaches you a lot about the mechanics of YouTube, it doesn't get into strategy very much. It does a little bit. And the people who do that do a great job at laying the foundation. But this is like custom for you. Like, this is like, okay, I'm going to watch your videos. We're going to get involved in your channel for 10 weeks and we're going to make something for you, which there's no way to do that other than getting to something like Video Labs. So you can just watch material and try to do it on your own. But in Video Labs, you're linking arms with a community of other people who are going to walk through it with you and hold you accountable to doing it and watching the results grow with you and that kind of thing. So it's different. Let's see. I love your channel. Thank you, Tomato Photoshop. Can get paid from live streams? Kinda. Yes, you can do ads on them, things like that. I can insert an ad for you guys if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. How did you become live? I actually messed it up, but I had this whole production thing I was going to do with you guys through live streaming. You can do that through Hangouts. It's just basically this. So I didn't, but I set it up wrong, as I told you guys in the beginning. Do you need to get recertified because of split? No, the certification is only good for 1 year. And so YouTube kind of updates the material once a year, I guess, and they make you go through it again just to make sure that you're still kind of on the up and up with it and you don't get rusty and forget things. My hardest part on the certification is the content ID part. That part gets super complex really quickly. But Let's see. If we contribute to your Patreon, do we get a discount for Video Labs, or are they separate? It says your film school. Yes, if you're a patron, I already sent out the discount to those patrons yesterday, so missed it. Sorry. I missed your question, Link C. What was it? Ask again. I'll look for it. Sorry. Is the Video Labs going to help me since my channel is Swedish only? In other words, you will understand what we're saying. It will be a little more difficult for us to review, but it's actually good for the rest of the people in the group. We had one the last session we did. There was someone from the Netherlands. Their channel was in Dutch, and it was actually really good because it forced people, and myself included, I had to do. Well, anyway, it was good because it forces you to look at other things on the channel besides just listening, and to pick up on things you otherwise would have missed. Kind of like when you close your eyes, your sense of hearing goes up. It's because you're not relying on your eyes so much. Same type of thing with the language thing. But yes, you'll still get the value out of it, and you'll just have to explain a little bit more about what you're doing, what's going on. Okay, Linkcity. Why can people re-upload movie trailers and make thousands of dollars, but we can't upload songs? Like, oh, okay. That's another complex question I'm not going to get into totally right now, but there's a lot of different things to consider, but that's a false assumption to say that people make thousands of dollars. Like, for example, the guys at CinemaSins, if you guys know that channel, they used to be coworkers of mine, know them both personally. I've talked to them about this. They get millions and millions of views, but a lot of like videos like that, the record label or the movie producer, like the copyright owner, is actually taking all the revenue, and the creator is getting very little, if any at all. So, but then there's some copyright holders at different standards, and sometimes they'll just use strikes, and it gets really complicated. So, a lot of variety. Our channel has a lot of variety. It's hard deciding on just one video category. Does this matter a lot? If you're talking about Video Labs, no, it doesn't matter. We'll help you figure it out. If you're trying to do that on your channel right now, it depends on the value you're proposing. You could do, if the value is a perceived relationship, then you can do almost anything because people don't care. They just want to feel like they're hanging out with you. But if it's a different value, then it does matter, and we get into that. Do I work with Bent Pixels? No, I don't. But I do know Reed Lucas over there, but I don't do anything with them over there. I think he shares my videos over there, though, from what I've heard, which is awesome. Thank you, Reed. Software is convert text to speech. I just use Siri. That's all I use. How would someone do certain kind of content? All right, let's do this, guys. I want to wrap this up because it's been about an hour. But are there any last questions specifically about Video Labs that I can help you with to really help you make that decision? Is this right for me? Because it isn't right for everyone. You know, as I've told you, like, I'm looking for specific types of people and creators to be a part of this, people who are serious about growing their YouTube channel, who have the time to commit to do this, who are open to accountability to make it happen, who want to go in depth, who want to invest into other people's channels as well, and have some goals that they really want to meet on YouTube, whether it's just financial or it's a business or it's personal or whatever the case may be. Let me see. Please, I'm sorry for spamming. I don't want to take offense to this, but I feel personally that this is a scam. So, for so much money, what if YouTube doesn't work? Yeah, I mean, you can think it's a scam. I promise you it's not. Like, I don't scam people. And hopefully if you watch my channel for long enough, and then that you would hopefully know me well enough to know that that's not me at all. But there are videos, like I said, over on the page for Video Labs. You want to check them out, that other creators have submitted to me personally, who have been through it, and I didn't pay them for it. I didn't go out and give them bonus perks for it or discounts for it. They on their own free will said, Tim, we love this. We want to support this. Can we give you? I'm like, yes. And over half of them in the last group gave those to me. So, but I understand it feels like a scam. There's so much money is actually, for me, it's like less than $100 a week I get to invest into your channel. For that is like, usually, like I said in the beginning, it's 900, or I'm sorry, it's usually $479 an hour. But I put this away. I figured out a way to do it so it's super affordable, in my opinion, for $100 a week, because we're doing it at scale and it's a group thing together. So I'm sorry that it's not a scam, but that's whatever. Yes, it does have to be. Payments are all at once, just one chunk. And the reason for that, again, is not a payment schedule. Is because I want people to be committed from the very beginning to this process of like, I'm like, because people going halfway, they're like, I don't know. And their channels are not going to work. They're going to fail because of their attitude and the perspective that they have going forward. So I want the people to be who are committed and who will commit to the process so they get what they want out of YouTube. In the video labs, do you analyze a particular video and see what happens with it? We can. Sometimes we do. I'm asking since I have a video with 76,000 views, I honestly don't see a difference between them. Yeah, we can. That'd be a great question to post in our private Facebook group and post the link to the video. What do you guys think happened here? What do you see? And you get feedback from me and a lot of other people, all the other people in the group also. Let's see here. Thanks for your help, Tim. Got your channel. And information from my growth for the past year. Awesome. Cast Video Labs next year. Awesome. I don't mean to bug you, but whoops, what happened to it? Was really wondering if watch time affects AdSense earnings. Yes, but indirectly. That's a bigger question. I don't have time to get into right now. Answered that question already. Yeah, I answered the question about some of that stuff. Cool. Any other last minute questions you guys have? Because it's been about an hour now. I'm going to take off. And it's been great seeing some of you guys even jumping in here as we've been talking. Philip, great to have you. Chris, great to have you. Kelly, it's great to have you. Joseph, Kim, Andrea, Brandon, Kelly, Anna. Oh, we're almost filled up here, guys. There might be 1 or 2 spots left here. It'll close automatically once there's 20. Looks like some people canceled their order, so that opened up another spot or 2. But it's filling up. So if you have any last minute questions, ask now. And if you think about it, jump in. Oh my gosh, I would need my emergency fund. I would do it when I'm debt free for sure. Yes, do not spend your emergency fund on this. We're debt free and loving it. Been debt free for 6 years. And we're big Dave Ramsey fans. And I would tell you, do not spend your emergency fund on this. Not a thing you should do. Let's see. Will this program be beneficial to YouTube? I think so. Actually, what happened is one of the people who designed the YouTube certification program reached out to me and wants to talk about some things about working with Video Labs. So that was just recent. I don't know what's going to come of it, if anything will at all, but that's something that's we're talking about. Is Video Labs viable for top 10 channels? Like the top 10 channels on YouTube? Yes and no. They're going to learn some stuff. Even popular YouTube channels have been through it before. They always learn stuff. But I would say no if the goal for them is to build their audience and grow their subscribers. I'd say they probably already have. But if they have different goals that we can help them with, then I would say yes. Let's see. What if you're not an expert in anything, just want to start weight loss journey? Can you be successful? Yes, you can do that. How did you find what you're good at on YouTube, Tim? What was the moment? Okay, last call for any Video Labs related questions. But to answer that question, it was gradual over time, and other people saw it in me and told me about it, because I thought what I knew about YouTube and studying it in the early days was like a lot was common knowledge, and I figured everybody was doing that. And then the people at RealSEO.com were like, no, Tim, not everyone knows that. And so they brought me onto their website, and that's when the industry started taking notice of like, oh, Tim does know a few things here, and then that's how my credibility has then just grown since then because of that. Do the Video Lab become public? No, they don't become public. It's all private. Cool. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to take that. That's it. It's been an hour. Thanks for hanging out. If you do have any questions and it's still open, you can feel free to tweet me. You can feel free to email me. Use the contact form at videocreators.com, and I'll be doing my best up until it's full to really help you guys with that. But we are pretty close to full as of right now, and I don't know exactly what we're at. Hold on a second. I'll try to look exactly. Let me go to so you guys have an idea of what it's at right now. I think there's maybe about 4 spots left, I think. So as of right now. So if you want one of them, hop in. Wait, don't leave. What? Please, what do you need? You got one more question? Great live stream. Thank you. I want to do these more often. These are fun. I did one last night too, just spontaneously. Is it possible to gain 10,000 followers on YouTube? Absolutely. I got like almost 100,000 right here. But I got 10,000 within 1 year in a really relatively small niche and a like really narrow, you know, like this channel is never going to be millions and millions of subscribers. Like if I was doing gaming or toy stuff, it might be, but like this is really small, and 0 to 10,000 1 year and something this small, I'm honestly kind of impressed with, to be honest. So say my name, Shedbum. Is that how you say it? Peter, read his free ebook. Yeah, that one's free. Cool. You can get it. Secret to Building a YouTube Audience. We appreciate your help. Can't get a video lab now. Definitely in the future after you have the twins. Awesome. I'm going to need more support from you guys after the twins are born to keep feeding them. So that'll be awesome then. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Yes, I do like dinosaurs. My kids love them too. All right. I'll see you guys later, and I'll hang out soon. Thanks. Bye.